I don't see.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar, 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show. It is Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017 here inside Shroud Avatar. How is everybody doing today?
It is a hump day, and
hump day.
I'm a little bit lost because I was expecting some updates and I haven't seen. Oh, I just saw an update come by.
I hate when that happens.
Just Chris's.
I hate when that happens. And of course, the big news for those of you people who were wondering what the heck was going on this morning and were not paying attention to the notes, this came out right after our show yesterday.
Well, technically, it actually came out at like 11:40. And by the time I was prepared to talk about it, by the time I saw it, it was 11:59.
Yeah, okay. I gotta say
but there was some server downtime this morning that lasted about 30 minutes. We do not yet have the reason for that server downtime, but we expect to be informed of what was done.
Oh, you didn't see it, Jack? I saw it.
Did they actually announce why it was down?
Yeah,
they said server maintenance.
They fixed the Scepter of Dread from 0 durability to full. They gave people allegedly that didn't get their XP, they got an email saying they increased their XP.
And some miscellaneous server tweaks.
Yes.
But none of those things really should be something where they need to bring down the server for it. So the miscellaneous server tweaks is probably where it's at.
It's a good possibility, and hopefully we'll have
I'm willing to bet
that.
is they discovered an exploit, and the only way to resolve that exploit was to bring down the server.
Well, I guess we'll see something, hopefully, somewhere in the notes.
Yeah, I mean, if he's just going to stick with miscellaneous server tweaks, yeah. And then probably some point later, we'll probably see a bunch of comments in the stand-up corner about bannings, and then you know that it was an exploit.
Banhammer.
Yeah, if the banhammer comes out, then you know it's definitely an exploit. Otherwise, it was, hey, a bunch of people couldn't get their XP from these quests, and we needed to go manually add it. Maybe that's what it is.
That's quite possible. Of course, I'm just taking a quick browse around to see if I've got any interesting mail or anything like that. And I don't see anything jumping out at me majorly screaming, read me, read me.
Well, it all depends on which mailbox you're looking at.
Now, of course, I did see somebody selling a tax-free vendor out there for $400, and I want to know
That's
what
awesome.
I want to know what that guy's smoking because I want some.
It does seem a bit
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, it's a bit high. Is the going
Only
rates
slightly.
Just
between
a
1 and
bit.
120? I don't know if this guy's even looked to see if anybody else has offered one up anywhere. But $400,
Is
come
it
on,
a 4-pack?
you can buy the account for that.
Well,
Almost.
it's one where there are times where it's like someone will probably message them and say, "Hey, that's a little bit out of whack." And
Yeah, well, you know what? It's called a
You get-
forum for a reason. And last
And-
time I sent somebody a message that said PM them. And it's like, really, dudes? So
And,
I don't even bother with it anymore. Of course, we got a show. We can just talk about it on the air and just have some giggles and grins about it, so.
without saying their names, we can
But
make
exactly, without saying their names, without having to put forth the almighty get edited in the forums, all that
Yeah.
good stuff,
fun of-
Only
Yeah.
editing gets done here is to take out some pauses to get us down close
Not
to
e-
an hour.
that doesn't even happen on my end.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
That's all on technical difficulties. What he does is really anytime I get on a soapbox, he just cuts that out because it's like,
Yeah, we don't want to hear that.
yeah.
No, see, like just now, you just took a big sip of your drink there, and there's a nice 2-second
Yeah,
pause in
yeah,
there. I take those
you know
2-second
what?
pauses out, and I tell you how much time I can clip from the show. What do you got there? A new Star Wars or Transformers?
No, this is one of Heather of Cove's cups, and it is from the Texas Renaissance Festival.
Ah, okay.
It's like, sweet. I'll keep it.
Okay.
No, I'll just abuse it. But yeah, we don't have a lot of news for
Well,
people
actually,
today.
that's not true because
Well-
upon our exit yesterday, we had mentioned that we hadn't gone over any of the
Release
update
44 notes. Yeah.
and all the good stuff that's been put in, been changed, been dinked with.
Yeah,
and of course-
then we definitely have tons that we can talk about.
Spiff was on one of them as soon as he logged in. And Spiff, what was your observation on the overworld?
It's dark.
It's dark out here.
Well, it's supposed to be dark when it's dark
Hey, man.
outside.
Who were the people who said that from day one? Dark is supposed to be dark.
Yeah.
And
Now,
video games are supposed to be bright.
It's so dark.
It's so dark. It's so
Well, we
how
can go
dark
demonstrate
is
that
it?
right. We can demonstrate that real quick by just exiting the scene.
Well, we can demonstrate that just
If
by
you want
dimming
to.
the lights, but
Hey, I feel it's post-apocalyptic because it's really dark and there's no iron.
and there's no iron. You think?
You're just not going to the right mine.
I wouldn't mind if it was dark and my light spell worked further than like 2 feet.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, and again, I'm gonna chime in because I was the
Well,
second.
didn't they
on.
make a change to torches?
Yeah, absolutely. But apparently,
Freaking use a torch. You have to use a two-handed weapon to do any damage.
I can't post over in chatty. Oh, hold on. Yes, I can.
You can't
I've
post in
got-
chatty.
I have technical difficulties going on with my mouse control.
Okay,
So
it's okay.
I can't get to the other two computers with the main mouse at the moment, so I have to.
Okay. I'll paste that in
I
more
got.
places.
I have it here locally. I just can't get the chatty, which is on the other computer on the other screen. But anyway,
Yeah.
moving right along. I posted the link there, and this came out the other day, and I had to laugh when somebody said so. It's now 3 pages long on "It's dark in here." So if you want to bring this up for the boys and girls out there, we'll talk a little bit about that.
It's dark. I mean, it's like, yeah.
Now, of course, one of the first things that we told everybody from day one, because this is not the first time this has come up as an issue, and most likely probably going to be ongoing now, but again, balance.
Well, and Fast and Furious changes may or may not upset a few people.
Well, Fast and Furious changes, but really, I mean, you gave the torch more light because you have to equip it in the hand. That's supposed to be balance. I mean, really?
Well, see, this is one where realistically, okay, the torch should have a set radius.
Absolutely.
And it should burn up within a certain amount of time. So
which
you may
it
have
now
to carry
does,
a bunch.
which people screamed about as well.
Yeah. But then the light spell should have a dynamic radius as you level it up. So it starts off as a teeny tiny radius, and then as you're leveling that puppy up, it surpasses and potentially doubles or triples the torch spell. So that way you get people to invest some time and money in
that tree of magic. Absolutely.
Oh, you mean my 98th level?
Well, thank you. I know that because, of course, Spiffco over here is one of those people with that uber, almost GM light spell. How long does your light spell last, may I ask?
Not as long as my night vision.
Yeah. Don't want it. Well, night vision is a big bone of contention in this post as well. But then again, I know you're the guy who's been telling me use night vision. Well, most people in this thread are telling you to suck it on your night vision. That's all I got to tell you, Spiff.
Well, hell, if I was playing ESO, man, night vision just does nothing but change night into day.
Well, that's ESO, and back in the day, we had a toggle for show light in Ultima Online, and you would think that maybe they would follow suit and maybe put that in. And of course, light is going to be one of those contentions. I would like to see a toggle for weather as well. As much as it rains around here, I just like to be able to turn that shit off. It's annoying as hell in my headphones when I'm playing the game. It's noisy. It's noisy when we're trying to do the show. It's a pain in the butt for certain things. I would like a toggle for it, but
On that page 1 of the forum you posted,
yes.
Peebo posted pictures of it, and he has GM light. So
yeah. And again, one of the reasons why I'm bringing this up is.
That's one where it's like they would have to address that issue and actually make it more dynamic than it currently is. So this is Peebo's picture without the light spell, and then with the light spell. So you can't even see the wall.
His saturation's maxed, by the way, because we were talking about it last night.
Yeah, let me get that up on screen for folks there. Yeah, there we go. There's a picture with no light spell. Of course, it's just black up on the screen. You're not. Yeah, your picture is not bad. It is black. It's dark, like we've told you.
He's in a village stone 2-story basement, so he can't even see the walls of so he can't see 30 meters across.
Now, did he? Yeah, he didn't give us the picture of a torch, did he? In the next one, just to show. Yeah.
Just the light spell, because it's GM for him.
But I gotta agree, and of course, I tell you, I was truly handicapped for a month when our cloaks weren't working with the light spell on the cloaks because I couldn't see dick, and I really did not go out for that whole month because of the darkness.
Well, wait, you're gonna blame that on the darkness?
Well, come on, I do go out during the month. I mean, but a whole month
because of the darkness
of not. Yeah, well, it's.
I mean, you could have gone out during the day.
Sorry, if I go out, I'm going out for 2 and 3 hours, which goes day, night, day, night, day, night. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it becomes a bitch to have to stop in the darkness and wait 15 minutes. No, it's just a pain in the ass. So I just rather not do it.
Go smoke a cigarette.
Ain't
And
gonna
take
do
your
it.
time.
Wouldn't be prudent. Sure, I'm just gonna go risk
go-
those
go-
extra deaths with all
go-
that extra
go-
experience loss because I didn't
Go
see that bear
take
in
a
the darkness. Yeah,
Go take a
no.
constitutional.
Yeah. I don't know how many you take a day, Bal, but I'm regular and daily. I don't have to just take one in the middle of So all those damn kolaches and Pop Tarts and chips and
What are you talking
salsa
about?
you eat out there.
Man, that stuff is delicious. What
Uh-huh.
are you talking about?
Maybe I should go put some cherry Pop Tarts in the toaster.
Well, the funny thing is, if you look at the second page and the first post reply is someone with headlights. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, it's dark
yeah.
outside. But
Yeah.
the
Again,
other
that-
thing
that's
is, as far as the
headlights on a
darkness
road.
goes, they would also need to work on the celestial system so that way some ambient light is coming from starlight and then also from the moon. So they would actually have to make it to where, on a night that's a full moon, you can see a lot. On nights where it's a new moon, that's where you can't see jack.
Yeah, you can
our
see
moon
Jack
is-
anytime
yeah.
you want. You just got to tune into NBNN.
That's right. Well, it's easy to not see jack. You get a Post-it note and then you just put it right on top
Put
of
it right over that window.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, I can do that. That's why I don't see Laz all the time.
But
Not to mention, the moon seems to be in pieces and composed of onyx, which is, in fact, very, very reflective.
interesting point. Very
Is the moon
interesting
composed of
point.
onyx? Are you sure about that?
Well, I would have thought it was
Obsidian. Excuse me.
obsidian. Yeah, not onyx. Yeah, two
And
different.
volcanic glass is very reflective.
Yeah, those shards do have a reflective property to them when they're floating in the air out in some of those scenes. But all good, valid points. One of the good things, though, is that you have a voice out there, and of course, I'm pointing this out so that if you want to go
you can-
comment,
You can go chime in on that thread on the
let the
official
folks
forums.
know.
and-
Show your examples. Of course, don't just go and say it sucks. Again, we're the guys who've been telling you since the day we got here. This game's going to be tough. This game's going to be work. And of course, dark is dark. Parts is parts. What kind of parts? Parts. Chicken parts.
Yeah.
But this time I think it was just I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I bet next patch we have an obsidian nuggets recipe.
Ooh,
That'd
obsidian
be-
nuggets.
Do you make that with obsidian chickens?
No, you make it with a little bit of everything. Obsidian stag, obsidian wolf, obsidian bear.
Oh, there you go.
See, we need the obsidian chickens so that way we can make the real obsidian nuggets. and
Obsidian
that way,
nuggets. Mm.
Yeah, because how else are you going to mimic a
10
balance?
for 149 gold.
There you go.
That's right.
10 chicken nuggets for $1.49 at your local Burger King.
I love this shit, I tell you. Spiff, are you not playing or am I just not hearing you?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I see everybody dancing up on the other piano, but I'm going, I don't see Spiff playing,
That's because they're having fun.
We're having an Oreo over here.
Yeah, I see that. Yes.
You like being in the creamy center?
Yes, she does.
It's the best part.
Okay. Make sure and lick it all.
The creamy white center. That's right.
Yeah.
Double stuffed. Wait, what?
Now, of course, it is that day. It is hump day. It is Wednesday.
Hump
That
day,
means,
and we never provide any innuendos whatsoever.
well,
I don't know.
I just
mean,
gotta say, you're getting a little flavor of the diva early today. Of course, Eclipse Maiden will be taken to the airwaves for her unmedicated schizophrenia part
yeah.
tonight. So for those of you guys who want to let loose and have some fun, and you're going to be doing happy hour?
Yes.
Yes. And join her
Yes.
during a Sparhawks happy hour, where you too can spend Sparhawks gold. We'll tell you more about that in a little while. But meanwhile, back to notes, because that was just one of the little ones.
Oh, yeah.
Which notes we going to start with?
Well, let's go ahead and start with Chris's, just because those are huge, extensive notes by Chris and what he's working on today.
Are they really, really, really that huge today? Okay, we got to get all this.
It is an
cram
epic.
this all in.
Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get through this.
No, that's just me. Just me.
Yeah.
Deep breath.
So
Just
this
me.
is what Chris has said he's working on today. He's spending some time on long-term planning, including updating our 2-year plan wish list. 2-year plan.
2-year plan.
And wish list. And then also he is working on hunting for assets for our starting movie for localization purposes.
Yeah, well, that was mentioned in a note briefly that they're looking for assets to get out to Black Sun and now the new company, so that they can localize those assets to the flavor of the local crowd. But of course,
you know what? That's called get some dude to do the voiceover for them. Get someone just to do the voiceover for that intro movie. And
well, the intro movie was the winner of last year's trailer contest, which of course there is a new one running now. A lot of people don't realize that trailer that you see when you get to the main website was actually done by one of our community members.
That's not the starting movie I was talking about. I was talking about the starting movie when you load the game.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, because I don't think they're going to be doing that for the starting movie for localization purposes on a community-created video. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
What starting movie? I ain't seen a starting movie since
they did a big update and forced you to click a button and that canceled it.
Since I canceled it the first time and never saw it again.
I know you watched it. You watched it like half a dozen times.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And then you canceled it. Then you watched it again. Then you canceled it. Then you watched it again. Yeah, but that is Chris's update. So
big updates.
That's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know.
That was an absolute ton of work.
2 years. I want my 2-year plan.
2-year plan, wish list.
Yeah, I'm wishing for agriculture. I'm wishing for smelting.
What's an agriculture?
You mean all of your refining skills?
Yeah.
Would need to be
So you would like to take refining and make it even longer, is what you're saying?
Stop it.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, okay. So, well, I mean, this is one where, okay, one of the premises of the game was specialization.
Absolutely.
Pitchforks.
And I set out on a very specific path to specialization.
Yeah, but there are people that are specialists in everything.
Absolutely, I am.
Spifco.
And when you are a specialist in everything, that is not specialization. That is generalization.
It's a jack
Yeah,
of all
yeah.
trades.
And there's absolutely no drawbacks to it.
Well,
Yeah, and so yeah.
how many more millions of points have you spent in specialization? I don't know. Yeah.
Wait, we missed something in game. Clipsy just said that Katrina wants head.
What?
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Look just above it. Confirmed.
Yeah. Katrina needs some head and shoulders.
Knees and toes. Knees and toes.
Okay. Knees and toes. Knees and toes. Okay. Yep. I just got distracted by the
Yeah.
She needs head.
wants head.
confirmed. Yep.
It's like saying boobies.
Boobies. It's like
Boobies?
boom.
Squirrel.
That's all I
Squirrel.
saw. That's all I
Boobs?
saw.
What?
Boobs. Got distracted. Speaking of boobs, if you're in the Austin area, Barton Creek is having a Go Topless Day.
Ooh.
So, or actually, I should say Barton Springs, where people just go topless.
Very interesting.
And the funny thing about that is you can do that any day of the week in Austin, and it doesn't matter because it's perfectly legal here.
Well, it's perfectly legal in a lot of places. Yeah. A woman can walk topless in New York City. A lot of people don't know that, but they can.
Yep. Hey, free the nipple.
It's a
all I gotta
beautiful
say.
thing. That's right. Free the nipple. Free the tatas.
Free the tatas, and let's go ahead and
the
talk about.
tatas loose. And of
Let
course,
us talk
you
about
too
Release
can let
44.
the tatas loose anytime you decide to follow us on Twitch TV. We always like to give you a little reward for following us here on the show.
You ready for some Release 44 new stuff?
Oh yeah, where are we starting? What patch?
Oh, you want to go with patch notes?
Boy.
Oh wait, where you going?
Or did I was going to go with the Release 44, the new stuff in Release 44. We haven't talked about that at all.
We did that Monday.
Did we?
Yeah,
I can't
full news.
remember. Okay, yeah.
It's like a week old. Get out of
We
here.
do Friday's newsletter on Monday, which was yeah, you're right. We actually technically did not do the Release 44 notes.
We read the little. I read the blurb about
Right. Okay.
the generalization. I didn't go over some of the finer details.
We're already on the release 45 notes.
Yeah.
Over in Death
Oh.
Plus.
Is okay. We can do
Okay,
the
so-
44 notes. That's fine.
Killing me, Smalls.
Hey.
Where are we going around here?
There is
Round in
no
circles.
script, folks. This just goes to show
Notes.
you. We don't know. We just-
Well-oiled machine.
It's a very well-oiled
Okay,
machine. We've
Fine.
got plenty of nut
I'm
butter.
gonna scroll down to a random part, and you're gonna have to figure out where I'm at. So, as far as rent goes, property owners can add the additional tenant permissions for users, so they can.
Let's
set
talk
things up.
about rent. See, you go. We
Because-
ain't got nothing
because-
to talk about.
Because I know this actually becomes a hot button issue quite quickly because door permissions.
Are not.
Yeah.
Door permissions does not make a rent system. Let's start with that
No.
one. Giving me
And-
permissions to lock and unlock doors and assign them does not make a
Well,
rent system.
Two things. I mean, you need a granular permission system so that way you can
Amen.
actually set specific permissions on a door. So this player has permissions on this door, which is not what we have right now. Right now we have, okay, you can set a person as a tenant on a lot, and then you can. Really?
Well,
you can set
the tenant
permissions on
permission
door.
only really solves the deco problem. Okay, where they can
Well,
place,
the-
and if they
the deco
lose the
ownership
permissions,
problems.
right? The
Yeah,
ownership
it's-
problem.
It fixes that portion of it, but it doesn't fix the. You know what? I am now. Hey, make me a tenant on your lot real quick.
Well, see, no. Well, there's a bug there, so I can't. It's not going to work because you're already a whatever level you are.
Yeah, I'm a something.
What's
Because
above kindred?
I'm a trustee.
You're a
I'm a
trustee. So because you're a trustee, you already have permissions above all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I change you to tenant, the only thing that allows you to do is, when you place items on my lot, they remain in your name or go to your bank if I remove those permissions. But of course, if I give somebody, and I'm gonna come on in, and let's just come on in and show the folks real quick.
Okay.
And we're gonna go upstairs for a second.
Oh, is it that show?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that show. We're gonna. Okay.
Do we gotta grab a partner? Is this how this works?
Okay, here is a room I'm going to rent to somebody, and I can then set permissions on the door. But when you set the guest permission and the other permission, they can now decorate wherever they want in the house and on the property, which, of course...
Yeah. That's what I was actually going to talk about, was the fact that I could, as a tenant, I can
just
throw...
what's behind the door. So that's just one of the little... I guess idiosyncrasies with it, for starters.
Well, this is one where it's like, this is realistically the first iteration of the tenant system. Hopefully they go back and they refine it and make it so that way it is something that actually is very granular.
If you hitched.
And he wasn't hitched for me.
Yeah, I'm hitched on this side. I'm just letting them know.
Okay. It's all good. It's all good.
It is. Thank you.
But it's one where you need that granular permission system so that way everybody can sit there and be very specific about what's going on. And that tenant system also gets extended all the way over to the vendors. Because what happened...
Not. Because you still have to make somebody kindred, I believe, in order for them to access the vendors.
But even the vendors still needs to be very granular.
Very granular, yeah, absolutely. Now, of course, there was a very good... somebody put together a little graphic and all that a while back, and we brought that to you as well.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that done by...
I think it was Browncoat, wasn't it?
No, I thought it was Rufus or somebody like that.
Might have been. I forget exactly who did it, but he had a really granular permission system that he offered up, and again, I do hope that they come back and look at it, and this is not here's your rent system.
And this is what you're getting stuck with.
This rent system's got a paragraph here. You understand? A paragraph.
Yeah.
It's not just a little blurb, so I'm hoping there's more to come in this thing.
I mean, you mean that whole property owners will be able to add an additional tenant permissions for users of their lot, and also set those permissions on doors, and then tenant permissions, a little bit more. It's like, ooh, look, you've got tenant mode, and then you've got door permissions, and then payments. Collection of rent payments is something that must be arranged directly between players and must be collected manually either through secure trade or the mail system. The game currently does not support any automatic collection of rent payments. Hopefully they get that programmed in. And then combat. Hey, you can wield the dread artifacts if you know the words of power after you collect the single ingredient that's also required after you make a sacrifice to yourself.
Your soul.
I can't wait to see Laz running around Novia beating people down to get the rent.
He's already started. I actually listened to him negotiating rent with someone.
I've got my first renter in Sultan. I've been renting since day one. I used to have people renting here and in the old row house in Sultan.
Yeah.
I was just renting chests out. Yeah. And
But wouldn't it be nice if you could sign like an automatic contract and it would automatically just be withdrawn and put into your bank?
Well, it is, and of course, I've figured out a little bit of a unique system. And once he rented his place, I just took a placard and put it above his room, put his name on it, paid in full for this month, and when his next due date is. So all I got to do is mouse over the sign and see. And when he updates it, I can just click and update the sign on his room. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, of course, I plan to also rent for Kodos, and then I will have Kodos available on my vendor downstairs that you can conveniently buy and then mail to me to pay your rent.
Exactly.
And, of course, if you need a storage chest or furniture for your room, you'll find that also for sale on
your
the vendor downstairs.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or
Good
conveniently
food?
at the Deco Diva locations.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Well, of course, the Deco Divas have the contract for all of Laz's luxury rentals out there. So, cough, cough, cough. I know, no,
Cough,
you're
cough,
not.
just got back to school. Cough,
Yeah,
cough,
I
cough.
know you're not the
Cough,
lead.
cough.
You're not the lead on that job. I know that.
Cough, cough. Need bags and bags. That way you can sell
That's
the
right.
Deco Suite
But
as one massive bag.
yes, offering 8 locations throughout Novia at this time.
Yep.
Dread artifacts. Back
What about
to
'em?
dread artifacts? We were talking words of power. That's where you were before we.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
But we talked about that on Monday. Dread artifacts.
I know that.
We talked about the cool glow that you get from wearing the what is it? What is that thing? The bone steel
Shroud?
crown.
Oh
No, the bone steel crown
Yes.
is what gives that cool glow. But yeah, for the dread artifacts, you will need a special ingredient. You will also have to sacrifice yourself, and by sacrificing yourself, you don't physically die. But it does incur the death penalty without your character actually dying.
So now I've read this one. So what is the penalty? I just get a
It's the
status,
death penalty.
a status boink for 10, 15 minutes, and that's it?
No, the death penalty. So, like, if you have like 120 skill in something, that kills your skill.
Oh, so they're going to take it right out of the skill tree. Oh, I see. See, nobody is, all it does is
penalty.
incurs a death penalty without, so, I mean, they don't go into any specifics, so
So
and
it hits your,
we
hits your
need
XP, man.
clarification on this. Is it a hit in the pocket on XP? Has anybody verified that?
Not me.
Well, the people that on the thread where they've got these spoilers for what the actual words of power are, they say yes, it does incur that XP penalty. And
Okay.
the thing is, you can only get one reagent at a time. So you get
At
that
this time.
No, one at a time, indefinitely. So you're not going to be able to sit there and go out and spam the wave of sorrows. You're not going to be out there spamming the cloud of wasting or the blast of dread. You'll get to cast it once, then you have to go back to the oracle, do the sacrifice again, get the reagent, and then you'll be able to cast it again.
Yeah, well.
Because it's supposed to be an extremely powerful spell of some sort, and so they don't want you abusing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I just want to see someone spam the wave of sorrows on the set, so that way we can all start weeping. And
I don't want to cry.
Or I also want to see the cloud of wasting, and I have that visualization as a green noxious mist that's floating around, and it emanates straight from someone's ass.
Well, that would be nice.
Yeah.
the
then the
fart
blast
of wasted.
Yeah, the blast of dread is really morning breath. That's what it really is.
Uh-oh.
And
Katrina,
so
you going to use the artifact? Because you're the
Where's
one
Led Zeppelin
broadcasting.
meeting?
What's
Now
that?
do it by list. Save my virtue.
Well, you also take a virtue ding for using it. Where's she at?
She's invisible next to me.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, she's the Oreo in the sandwich there.
Yep. As she disappears. So we end up
Moving
with the 3 dread spells. The healing tree did get a little expansion all the way at the bottom.
Oh, you mean Healing Blast? That's a fun spell, by the way.
Yeah, it's all the way at the bottom. I can't learn it yet.
I had
You
no
can't
problem.
learn
They came out, I already knew it.
Oh, here, Jack.
You
want
didn't
it?
have to. What, the healing blast?
Yeah.
He can't learn.
Well, I can't
No, I'm
learn
saying
it.
I can show him, though.
Oh,
Ah. Well, go for it.
well, show me.
I have to heal someone else, not me.
Okay.
Party somebody. Actually, what you can do is summon an elemental or something.
Be healed, Jack.
I have been healed.
For how much?
Nothing because I'm not hurt. But you can watch that animation again. If you... Oh, yeah.
Why don't you just use,
So is the range on this also going to be extremely long range or no?
31.3 at GM level.
31.3 meters?
It just says 31.3.
Okay. So
units.
that should be the length of a village lot.
Well, let's see. She's moving.
Yep, she's all the way over there.
No target? Oh, there he goes.
Yep. So that worked. Move further back. Yeah.
I'll
Not
tell
far
you,
enough.
I'll tell you one thing, you can really keep up with skeleton decay.
Well, I mean, this way, whoever's partied with Laz, they'll be able to heal him
Yeah, for once.
for once. Yeah, because he does have a bad habit of randomly running
Justin
away.
has no problem keeping me healed. Long before this.
Well, neither do I, except you keep breaking line of sight.
Hey, that's not my problem. Yeah, target's a target's a target. But
Yep.
that's another soapbox. I
Well,
just
she's-
want to
she's,
target what my
pretty-
target is.
She's pretty far away from me
She
right now and
is, I
still
know.
healing, so that's good.
This is the max right here.
Okay, that's the max right there.
Hmm
And that's a pretty damn good distance.
It also should be affected by your healing reach.
It's not, though, unfortunately.
Why isn't it? It's a healing spell.
I don't know. Ask Chris.
Shroud math, man.
Shroud math.
That-
Shroud math.
That's how we're going to answer that one. Shroud math.
Shroud math.
Wait, you know what? We've killed the time.
What?
It's time to talk about other things.
It's time
I'm-
to talk about other things. I
Yeah.
actually had another minute, but
Okay,
we'll
fine.
check. We'll check that.
Melee
minute.
combat animation polish. They updated some visuals on things. They changed attunement calculations.
Boo,
For
hiss.
Magic Schools has been updated to only take the top 10 highest skills into account.
Boo hiss.
Most of the skill trees only have 10 skills in it anyway. Some of
Yeah.
them have 11. Like Life Magic now has 11 skills.
I think it has 12 now, doesn't it?
12.
12?
Because
12?
they added a new one.
Oh, yeah. It had 11 in it before. 1, 2, 3.
Why did I read 4 somewhere?
Yeah, but then, so it's like, yeah, as they add more skills and do other things, attunement will be changed. Dodge was changed to only work versus targets in the front half of the avatar.
So now let
This
me
changed-
just. Okay, it takes it from the top 10. Is that what was that?
Yeah, top 10 skills.
As in top 10 trained?
Yes.
So it's not the top 10 and leaving the bottom one out. It's your top 10 in skill training, correct?
Yes.
I have
I have no
to.
idea.
I have to ask that question because people are going to ask that. You know, people out there.
Oh, my thing from day one is I learn one skill. I should have 100 attunement. Not have to be ding for every last skill in the tree that I don't even know.
Well, exactly. But I just got to laugh because it could have been just a top 10. Yeah. I know Jack's sitting there shaking his head, going, "Hey, somebody's going to ask that question."
Well, you have to remember, I think attunement's completely borked anyways because of
one of the few
schools of
things we
opposition.
agree on, my friend. One of the few things we
Yeah.
agree on. That's absolutely right.
And
But,
schools of opposition should be opposing, and as you raise attunement in one, it should drop the attunement in the other. And this was the original design.
I remember.
And it's one where it's like, bring that back instead of, you know what, I'm raising the attunement in this tree, and then I'm raising the attunement in this tree, and now I've got massive attunement in both.
yeah, which should just negate each other at that point.
What word was that?
Negative.
Negate?
Nugget?
It's
Is
like,
that nuggets? Because I'm hungry now.
Nuggets?
it's
No, we were
nuggets,
talking
yeah.
about nuggets. You missed the nuggets segment. Yeah, you
I need
missed
some clean
it.
audio on that.
Negate. Yes, negate. Negate.
it's another one for the intro.
So
Yeah.
almost like naked, but not quite.
Okay.
There's a whole
But-
album around that one.
I know. Okay, so we do have to talk about that NBNN app, which is available on all of your electronic devices, as long as it's not a crackberry. So you can go find the NBN app on the Apple iTunes Store, the Google Play Store, or the Amazon App Store. Just do a search for NBNN or Shroud of the Avatar, and it's got all the best links for everything Shroud of the Avatar related.
That's right.
Just like I Soda Map. What else is there?
We got, of course, the forums. You got Soda Map. You got Soda Help, the hospitalers. You got the radio. You got the podcast. You got the marketplaces. You got YouTube help videos. You got connections to Discord channels. And, of course, the NBNN, Shroud of the Avatar Community Calendar. Of course, the one we never talk about is the NBNN Daily Britannian. We publish a newspaper out there every day. And, of course, the Daily Britannian is published daily in the app as well as on the website. For those of you guys who don't know about it, you can just click on the news button up there, little promo. And, of course, the newspaper.
Nothing wrong with a little shameless self-promotion.
Yeah,
Don't forget the
doesn't want to open today.
The NBNN Community Calendar is where Laz has meticulously found every Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar that he was able to find after a quick Google search and borrowing from other, and has made the most comprehensive public calendar to date. And if you have a Google public calendar and you would like it added to the NBNN community calendar, you need to email news@nbnn.info, and that guy will eventually get it added to the whole list of other calendars out there.
That's right. Long list of calendars. So if your calendar is not there,
you too can get yours added. Don't forget that the community calendar is in Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia time.
And don't forget 12s and 6s around the clock. 2 idiots interpret the news so you don't have to on WRFB.
WRFB.
A little show called Lunch with Laz and Jack.
I thought it was 2 idiots who shared a 20-piece obsidian nuggets.
Well, when they give them to us, we will be that too.
Depends. What kind of sauce do you like, Laz?
Well,
Szechuan.
Dirty.
Sweet and sour.
Okay.
Make sure
I'm
you
going
drink
for the
that
barbecue
pineapple
sauce.
juice. Make sure you drink that pineapple juice.
That doesn't work.
Gross.
Okay. Oh, man.
Moving right along.
Moving right along, I think Wayne Klotz is actually taking a hiatus from streaming the EVL Virtue League.
It's on hiatus. It's done.
Yes, it's
Okay,
done,
the
and I believe
Virtue
it's
League
moving to
is-
a new day. We will have more.
Yeah. So the Virtue League is on hiatus in general as well. At 7 o'clock, you need to tune in your ether amplifiers to WRFB.
WRFB.
For the 70s at 7 and at 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio. DJ Squirrel's going to be biting through the wires.
That's
But more importantly than that, you need to tune in at 8 to WRFB
WRFB.
because you need your ear holes to be probed by none other than Dr. Eclipse Maiden.
Yeah, you do.
The doctor
Oh, yeah.
will
The
be
doctor.
in probing
And she
your
will be
ear
probing
holes.
your ear holes
That's right.
thoroughly. And that's going to be Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part Un.
Mm.
Un. And in-game, you need to show up to Striker Sparhawks Happy Hour, which is taking place at some pub somewhere because Striker Sparhawks likes to get everybody virtually drunk. And don't forget,
Absolutely.
it is Laz's favorite event of the week because it's also known as
Spend Sparhawks Gold.
So Clipsy, do you know where it's going to be at?
No
top of your head?
idea.
Okay.
But I know I get bottles of wine for showing up, and that's all I need.
That's all she
Sweet.
needs.
Yeah.
Bottle of wine on Diva Time. Sounds like
And
a country
all-
western song.
All great adventures begin at a pub somewhere, somehow.
Some way.
Show up in game, and while you're doing that, don't forget to tune in for Dr. DJ Eclipse Maiden because she will probe your ear holes.
She will.
And the final event of the evening is going to be on WRFB,
WRFB.
and that's the Record Room. And that's our community calendar for this August 2nd in Shroud of the Avatar.
Of the Avatar.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right. That is right. And of course, do not forget, time is running out. SodaCon Austin 2017 tickets are coming to an end. There's 8 more days left on those ticket sales, folks. If you haven't got them, go get them. Because time is running out. That's all I'm going to say. And of course,
There will be
moving
no
right
after-door
along.
sales.
Moving right along. Got to thank our sponsors, Coilmore Wands, for putting the magic in your hands out there. For you guys looking for those custom-created wands, call up Arius Coilmore in-game and look for him around town and tell him what you're looking for. He'll get it made to your specifications. The BMC wants you to come check out Market Road, located in Black Rock Cove in the Quell region right next to Exeter, and the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience and pleasure as well. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. You need t-shirts, you need hats, you need patches, you need bumper stickers, you need much, much more Shrouded Avatar swag. Go to RelicsByRill.com. Use the promo code when you check out. Testing 1 2 3. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out, and you can save 10% when you check out at RelicsByRill.com. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you all sorts of entertainment throughout the week. Jack and I throughout the day, weekdays, the Deco Divas, the Andar,
Sarah and Andar
Sarah
show.
and Andar show.
Sarah and
Sarah and
Andar.
Andar. Well, A. I want to go A first, not S first. Yeah, is A first.
You,
That's
wait,
it.
you want the A before the S?
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, of course, Wake Up New Britannia, much more happening on the airwaves. The Airy Fund, of course, gamers helping gamers out there. Keep an eye out for the next community cause coming up shortly. I'm sure you'll be hearing from them soon out there, us soon. And of course, last but not least, shroudmarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. And of course, Jack's going to tell you all about the marketplace.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. There are currently over 59 vendors that are different players.
Stores.
Yeah, every single vendor is a different player. Every player is responsible for maintaining their own inventory. And so the marketplace is just a place to provide it. And that includes silly things like coupons. Individual vendors can have their own coupons, just like Synesys stuff, aka my shop. If you use the coupon code or promo code Jack15 off, you too can get 15% off
Jack
your order
15
from
off. That's right.
That's right. Jack15 off, and you can save 15% off of anything that you order from my shop. And anything and everything game related can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace, from accounts all the way to Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, to services. You know what? It's like, don't you have a service on there?
I do. Weddings
Yeah.
and more. I was just showcasing that up there. Of course, I got some Obsidian lots. I got some town lots. And, of course, all sorts of other things there. But, of course, Weddings and More by Laz, where you, too, can get hitched in game. If you're looking to have a wedding and marry that special avatar out there, Laz has got you all set up. I got everything from tux and wedding gown rentals right down to the open bar and the place to have it. You can have a beachfront wedding. You can have an underground wedding. You can have a bloodletting wedding. You can have a naked wedding. We do it all. All you got to do is tell us what you want, and we'll get you taken care of. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Weddings and More by Laz. Now including Laz's Luxury Rentals. Available in 8 locations throughout the world.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, you too can register for an account. And if you want to start selling your stuff, you just click on vendor registration, start putting your stuff up there. And you can be just like Mom, who has done Avalonian Creations, where she is selling some, she's a farmer by day. And, she's put some stuff up for sale.
Ooh, really?
And a roller derby mama by night.
Yeah. Hey, how hard was it to put your stuff up for sale?
Once I had you telling me I was an idiot and how to do it, that's great. I'm not a tech person in the family.
Once she had the walkthrough, it was all fine.
Yeah. The funny part was she actually already listed things. She just put like
wrong description in wrong places.
Well, it was one where she said Nightshade $5, and then minimum order $1,000.
Ooh,
So it's
okay.
It's like so that would have been an awesome sale though.
That would have been a $5,000 sale. That would have been nice.
I know, it's like it would have been awesome. But then what she intended to do was 1,000 Nightshade for $5.
$5,
so
that's right.
Got that fixed and she got it up there, and so you know what? She's got stuff up there, and you too can place anything and everything that you want up for sale. But don't forget, Synesys stuff is where you want to go to.
Jack,
and you want to use
15 off.
Yes, use that promo code, save 15% off of your order, and then from there, send me some money.
Don't forget the 15.
Oh yeah, don't forget the 15 in the middle of there. Jack, 15 off.
Yes.
So, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And that means it is actually time for us to thank the most important people around here. And that's you guys. Thank you for
guys.
watching out of Twitch,
Love you guys.
YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
W.
We couldn't do this
RFB.
without you guys, and we do it for you guys.
That's right. Of course, don't forget, we're here 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Got to thank everybody for coming out today and joining us. Of course, you can come join in the circus. You can see what's going on here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a whole juggling act and all sorts of shenanigans going on here. But till then, we'll be back tomorrow with more here on NBNN. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shroud Avatar. And we'll be back with you tomorrow. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all then.
Bye-bye.
Okay, show's over. Now leave.
Go take a nap, or go clean, or do something. Go kill things.
I want to kill.
You don't have to go, but you can't